So, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, happy to have you. Basically, if you're just now joining me, I don't know what video number this is or what vlog number this is, but I have been attempting to vlog almost every day for 100 days straight. And I say almost because every day turned into every other day, and then I fell off for a little bit last week, but I also was having some terrible respiratory issues, I think because of the pollen. So, and also realizing that work is consuming and vlogging and editing every day wasn't sustainable. So, gonna revisit that and see what is a sustainable rhythm for me, but I am enjoying this process, so we'll keep experimenting. That was the purpose of this anyway, to experiment, to see what works, see what doesn't work, to see what I like, to see what I don't like. If you hear any noise in the background, I do have my dryer running, so just ignore that. So today, I'm coming to you with another video. I think today we're gonna do a March recap, so I'm gonna go through my weekly spreads, and then also made a few updates to my planner. And then I thought it'd be nice to recap my acting class, because that was so much fun. And I am so glad I did not cancel, because today came and started getting really anxious, and I was like, I can't act. What if I'm in a class full of people who can act and they just want to take a beginner's class? I don't know, your head starts spinning and you start making up all these ideas. So yes, so what order should we do this in? So we can start with the acting recap. I'll put chapters down below if you want to skip over it and just skip straight to the planning section, because if you're here for planning, I'm sure that's what you want to get to, so I do not feel bad. Jump around however you like. But yes, acting class. I did an acting class, a beginner's acting workshop today at the Alliance Theater, and I literally had a blast. It was a 2-hour class. It was free, and it's hosted. They have a pretty robust calendar. There's a lot of free classes, so you can just look and see what's on their calendar, what's on their schedule, and then also see what instructors they have. So if you want to take one with a particular instructor, you can kind of read through their profiles and choose based on that. So I'm considering actually taking the Acting 1 series. They also have a Filming 1 series, and I'm not sure which one I want to attempt or go for. Maybe I'll do both, we'll see. But the Acting 1 is geared more towards like theatrical acting, versus Filming is more for like on-camera acting. So that's the biggest determinant, but it's still the same material. It's just the media is different. So I'll be thinking about that, but I really had a lot of fun. I met some cool people today. We all did introductions, and everybody introduced themselves and if they had acting experience. And basically, once we went through that, I was like, okay, people here have very minimal acting experience, have nothing to be nervous about. The first hours was a lot of warm-ups. We also did different exercises. We did a lot of tongue twisters just to like get practice enunciating. And then the second half of the class, he kind of split us into groups and then gave us either a scene or like a location, and people had to guess the location or what we were doing based on the description. So like the first phase of it was, okay, you have to act out a scene without using words. And then the second part was, okay, you have to act out a different scene, and then you can only use three words per person. And then phase 3 was, okay, you have to act out the same scene, and then based on the genre, you have to be able to convey the genre through your acting, and basically the rest of the room had to guess what you were doing. So it was really fun. I had a blast, and I feel like a lot of people there because they just wanted to like, not just like learn about acting, but it was really a way to just like get comfortable being in a room full of people, doing something you're unfamiliar with, getting yourself out there, feeling more confident speaking in front of people. There's so many public speaking concepts that are built into acting as well, so I just feel like it's just a really good opportunity to do something creative. But yeah, acting class was a good experience, and I feel like it did get me out of my shell. I met a lot of people, and that was the other point I wanted to make, in addition to just like being able to be comfortable speaking in front of people, like just being yourself. Like literally acting is just being yourself, and then the emotions will come naturally. Like if you go into like a scene with an objective and like you're just infusing a little bit of your personality into it and then trying to portray real life, like the emotions will come. So that was like one of the biggest things that I learned today. It's like you don't have to, like, let's say the scene is like calls for anger, you don't have to go into the scene angry, because it won't come off natural. Like you go into it with the objective, like, oh, I'm demanding this thing and this person is blocking my way. So naturally you'll ask, and then after being denied so many times, you'll get angry. So you don't just like start the scene angry, you like kind of like build up to the anger. So I was like, oh wow, that's a really good way to think about it. So back to the people that I met a lot of West African girls. That was fun. One girl was from Ghana. I met 2 other girls who are also from Nigeria. Like, we had a blast. We even went up like to get smoothies afterwards. Like, we all exchanged contacts. Like, the whole class actually exchanged contacts, and we started a group chat. So that was probably the best, the biggest pro that came out of all of this was just like being able to meet so many other people who are just interested in like different creative hobbies. Like, it doesn't have to be just acting, but there's people there for filming. There's people there who just like, I just want to do something fun. So yeah, it was a good experience overall. So that's part 1 of the video. Let's get into planning. So I brought out my planner because I wanted to be able to show all the spreads I did for March, the March overview page, and then kind of just see the progression. And like, I feel like I'm starting to find my style with like my planning pages and like the color schemes I want to use and like how I want it to look. So, you know, it's coming together. This has been a lot of fun, a lot of fun. And I did make a few updates to my planner. So I think this used to be originally green, the magnetic pen holder, and now I've switched it to the, what color is this? You know, cloth and paper has unique colors, so I can't remember the name off the top of my head. And I keep wanting to say fig milk, but that's the pink color, so. I don't know. I'll put it in the screen while I'm editing. Then, I think that's the biggest change. The only other change I made to my planner is these. Okay, I got some more magnetic bookmarks. So I think the last time I showed you my planner, I had some pink clips at the bottom that was holding my Kanban page. Now it's a gray magnetic holder, and then also got a brown one now. And these are very low profile. They don't take up a lot of space, so I actually love them more than the clips, and they're just so easy to snap on and off. So those are the updates. Did I change any of the dashboards? I did not, but I did order some more dashboards just so I can have more flexibility, and then change them when I feel like it. But I think those are the only updates I made. So let's go back to the March overview page. So if you watched my previous video, we kind of built this or did this together in almost real time. I did make some edits, or you would have been watching a 1-hour video. So, but let me know down below if you'd rather see like the whole length of the video without editing, or should I cut it so you can just like watch it, and then if you want to build it, you can build it. I wanted it to be like a build with me, but that would require it being a longer video. So I don't know, we'll play around with different concepts, different ways of doing this. But what I wanted to call out for the March overview page is I love the month. I love how it looks. I love having the important dates down here. So I think because I didn't end up using this other blank page at all, I'm going to move like this little miniature next month calendar and dates to the second page for April, just so I don't have blank space. I don't know, I'm treating each page as currency. Like, I don't want blank pages in here. So that's the March overview. Then we get into the first week of March. Not too much going on this week. I did use some stickers this week, which was cute, especially like the little plant stickers. Then week 2, I did a little bit more color. So I go back and forth between doing a monochromatic look versus using different dot markers. I'm trying not to block my face because last time I was editing, I noticed that I would cut out a little bit with the mic. Yeah, so yeah, this was not my favorite spread for some reason, but you know, I'm finding my groove. This is when I started getting into the monochromatic looks. I really do love how the brown looks together. Hopefully it's coming off brown on calendar. Brown on camera. Yes. I loved it so much. And then this week we did a similar concept, but I did kind of like a pinky purple, a little bit of burgundy. This was my favorite. So I think I'm gonna start doing monochromatic weekly spreads and do like 1 or 2 colors that are really similar to each other. So yeah, love this one a lot. Oh, and I also got another magnetic bookmark in that same blue color to match this one. So this helps me flip directly to the current week. Also, I need to, so I'm only keeping 3 months at a time just because I don't have a ton of space in this planner or agenda. So I'm going to take out January through March. That's the front. I'm going to take out January through March and then bring in April, May, and June. So I'll just keep the current quarter inside my planner. So yeah, that's it for my planner. Let me see if I made any other updates. Then I did get a second. Remember the sticker book that we kind of done together? So I'll also link that video in the description if you want to see it. I got a second one because I ran out of space really fast. So this was the one you guys saw me create before, but it's being rearranged now. I love the back. So I've organized it a lot better. And then I don't have any free pages in here, but it's pretty much organized by time block, spotlight stickers, dot stickers, the stamps, then Thickum stamps, which I think I'm going to use them. I don't know how I'm going to use these yet. I've been seeing a lot of inspiration on Reddit though. Like the planner community on Reddit, fire. And then I also have my Hobby Lobby and Michael's sticker packs. So that's cute. So here is stickers in this one. And this one I did all my page flags. So we got the circle page flags in the different packs that I have. And then the rectangular page flags. And I think that's it in here. So I think I'll use this one for page flags and the other one for stickers. And then I also got a graph notebook for the A5 Traveler notebook vinyl cover. So what I want to do with this, so basically all these will live together in the A5 cover, which is on the way. It's back in stock, so I finally ordered one. And then I wanted to use it just to keep track of my stickers and pen swatches. So I'll probably create another video where we're just like going through my pen collection and sticker collection and basically just making swatches in here. And I think it'll also be easy because one thing I hate is having duplicates of stuff. So I can easily use this notebook as a reference for what pens that I already have, what colors I have, and then what stickers I have. Especially like page flags, because there's so many options on the website, so I don't want to order something I already have. Yeah, so that's it for planner updates. Oh, the last thing I wanted to show you, and I thought it was so fitting to wear today because I was by the High at the Alliance Theater, was this jacket. Do you see it? I love this jacket so much. I literally got it from the High Museum last year and then used my member code for a discount. But I went into the store, the museum store, and I literally saw it on display and I was like, oh, that must just be decoration. But I was like, it's so cute. I wish it was for sale. And I don't even know what possessed me to ask, but I just went to like one of the sales associates and asked, is that jacket for sale? Because it's really cute. And she was like, yes, it is for sale. And I was like, yeah, get me the smallest size. Like, I don't care how much it costs. I'm leaving the store with this jacket. So yeah, I got it from the museum. It has ATL on the front. It has Atlanta on the back. Okay, I'm gonna have to get lower. 1 second. So you can see the back properly. You see that? Oh, it's so cute. And I feel like when I was in high school, I always wanted a Letterman jacket. And I don't think, like I was on the cheerleading squad, but we didn't have, I'm trying to remember. I'm back. My camera died. I literally feel like when this happens, I feel like I'm on FaceTime and my phone just died mid-conversation without warning. And it's just so frustrating how quickly the battery on this thing dies. Like, I can probably record for maybe 30 minutes straight, and then it just dies. So, trying not to spend too much money on my setup just because, you know, filming equipment is a lot of money. So, I feel like the next iteration, I do want to get a better camera, but of course, let me make it past 100 days. Once we get past 100 days, 100 videos, I can't even say 100 days because it's definitely going to be more than 100 days because I'm not vlogging every day consistently. So once I reach my goal of 100 videos on YouTube, I can reward myself with a better camera, I feel like. Or at least upgrading my filming setup. Maybe getting some lights. Definitely getting a mic. That might come sooner. Just because when I'm hearing the audio quality sometimes when I'm editing my videos, I'm like, ugh. I kind of need a mic, but at the same time, it's fine. Like, you can still hear me. Could it sound better? Yes, but you hear me. You hear me, right? Okay, you hear me. So I was in the middle of showing you my jacket, and I don't know where I left off. So yeah, let me, you saw the front, but basically I was showing you the front of the jacket, the back. Love, love, love. And it just is so meaningful to me as somebody who was born and raised in Atlanta to have like something that's such an iconic symbol of it. And I will literally carry this jacket with me wherever I move to. And what else do I have coming soon? I realized I've done a lot of planning content, and my other obsession is like home stuff, home decor. And even though I'm moving out of this apartment, you know, fairly soon, I still have so many pieces that I want to decorate. And I feel like I can. I don't care if I'm here for 2 more weeks or 2 more years. I'm going to decorate my apartment, and then we'll figure out what's next after that. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me today. This might be a lengthy one. So thank you for staying all the way to the end, and thank you for letting me show you my jacket, my favorite purchase of 2025. This means so much to me. I love it so much. And I'm glad it was cold enough today for me to wear it. So yeah, I love this jacket so much. It just means so much to me as somebody who's natively from Atlanta, which I do also say I'm from Nigeria because my parents, born and raised in Nigeria, and migrated. Did you say migrated? Immigrated? And immigrated here right before I was born. So yes, I have come from a Nigerian heritage. I think you've heard me talk about journaling in Yoruba before. So if you're unfamiliar with where that language is from, it's Nigeria. So yes, I am Nigerian, and my parents born and raised in Nigeria, and I do not have a green passport. I do want one, but I don't have one yet. So yes, but anyways, enough about me. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow or next tomorrow. I'll see you soon, basically. All right, bye.